Good morning, student. Today we are going to learn about first chapter for the standard 7th, that is the living world, adaptation and the classification. Part 1. In this chapter, let us recall first in what different way is the diversity in the living things seen. Here the picture shows the great varieties of the plants that are there. In the world there are very varieties of the plants. They are seen in the world that are lives in the water, in a forest area, in the dry places. So the great varieties of plant is found on the earth. Now see here, some plants have the colorful flowers, some plants grow in the water, some are to be found in the desert, which have the scarcity of water. Scarcity of water means there is no water or a small proportion of the water. Some plants are found only in the snowy region. Some plants cannot be seen without the microscope. So that plants are very small, we cannot see with our naked eyes, so it is seen only by the microscope. That are now this next one, whereas some are the huge in the size, like a mango trees, like that, and some other diversities are seen like plants, animals to show the diversity. They also show the diversity. See, some are the unicellular, other are multicellular. Unicellular means the living things are having only one cell. That here the picture shows of the paraceum that has only one cell, and other pictures the horses are shown that are the multicellular, means they have many more cells in their body. Some varieties are of the plants and animals. In animals, some are vertebrates whereas other are invertebrates. Vertebrates means which has the backbones, like animals, and the invertebrates means like a insect, they don't have the backbones. Now here the likes the plants animal to shows the diversity. So many plants are there, animals are there, they are showing the diversity. Next, this world is full of the variety of the animals. They are lives in the aquatic, terrestrial, amphibian, reptilian, aerial, etc. Aquatic means the animals which lives in the water. It is called the aquatic. Terrestrial means which animals lives on a land, and the amphibians animals are those which lives both in water and on the land. Reptilian means which are like a snake. The aerial means which have the which flies in the sky, that are called the aerials. Now what is the adaptation? How the adaptation take place? See here, the monkeys are given how the mammal has adapted their circle. The adaptation takes many of the years. See here, gradual changes occur in the body part and also in the behavior of organism, which helps them to adjust to their surrounding. Such changes are called the adaptation. They take place over the long period of a time. The adaptation means they changes all the body organism. Behavior also changes. See here, the monkey is there. He is climbing. His behavior is not changed, and he is walking with the backbone down. Now he has straightened his backbone, and here the man has adapted. It changes its behavior. It helps them to adjust in their surrounding. What, however, the surrounding change place, the behavior of the organism also changes. Now here the fill in the blanks are given here. You have to write that fill in the blanks in your notebook and complete that sentences. Now other aquatic adaptation in the plant. How it has been adapted. See here, the aquatic plants are the plants that have adapted to living in aquatic environment. Means the plant survive in the water. It is called the aquatic, that lives in the water. They are also referred to be the hydrophytes or macrophytes. To distinguish them from the algae and the other macrophytes, the macrophytes is the plant that grow in or near water and is either emergent, subemergent or floating in the lakes and the rivers. Macrophytes provides cover for fish, sustenance for the aquatic invertebrate, produce the oxygen and acts as the food for some fishes. Next, the most common adaptation is the presence of a lightweight internal packing cell, arachema, but floating leaves and the finely dissected leaves are also common. Aquatic plants can only grow in the water or in a soil that is frequently saturated in the water. Here, some of the aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil of the bottom of the water bodies. Their stems are submerged while leaves and the flowers float on the surface. However, some plants are entirely float. Their roots are not achieved in the soil. The surface of the leaves and the stems of many aquatic plants are covered with a waxy layer. The leaves of some aquatic plants are thin and slender, like a ribbon. These shapes helps them to withstand fast current of water, air spaces in the stems, and the petioles of the aquatic plants are useful for flowing in the water. Now, adaptation in the desert plants. How the adaptation take place in the desert. Deserts are very arid biomes that receive the little rainfall and they can reach temperature over the 100 °F during the day. Here, adaptation of a desert plant. Take a period of a potted plants, one a cactus and the other a leafy plant. Tie the plastic bags loosely around the leaves of these plants and keep them in the sunlight from early in the morning. In the afternoon, bring those pots into the classroom and observe them. Has some quantity of water collected in both the bags? Desert plants are either leafless or their leaves are like a small needles or have an modified into stems. As a result, they lose very little water evaporation. The stems stores the water and food and themselves fleshy. The stems are green as they perform photosynthesis in the absence of leaves. Their roots penetrate deep into the soil in the search of water. There is the thick layer of a waxy substances on the stems of the plant. These plants live in the desert, grow slowly because they do not have much rain, and often store the water in the stems and the leaves. See how the water is stored in the stems. Here the throne is shown here in this figure. The throne, the needle shape is called as the leaf, and the green space is shown here, that is the stems. Now adaptation in the plants of a snowy region. How they adapt there in the snowy region. Here plants of a snowy region mainly include the conifers like a deodar and a pine. These trees are conically in the shape due to their sloping branch in the heavy snowfall and extremely cold in the region. Their conical shape prevents snow from accumulate on the tree, and the thick bark helps the tree to withstand the cold. See here, deciduous plants handle the lack of water by shedding their leaves. They tense the evaporation of water into the air during the cold winter months. Most deciduous plants drop their leaves and go dormant. Plants may hold in onto dead leaves and insulation, or use the deep snow like the blanket to protect them from against the cold. Here the coniferous means cone shaped trees are there, and cones. See here, it is shown here in this figure how the plants are there. Here how the snow is falling on the plant and the snow get down from the plants. In this way the adaptation of a plant take place in snowy region. Adaptation in the plant of the forest region and in the grasslands. See here, a variety of plants, trees, shrubs, and the herbs are found in the forest. These plants compete among themselves for the sunlight. Hence, tree grows tall to get the sunlight, and the climber vines grow to the great height with the support of the trees. Spring like tendrils on the stems of the some climbers is the example of adaptation. Adaptation in the grassland plants. Diverse types of the bushes, grass are found in the grassland. Fibrous roots, their roots are fibrous of the grass, prevent the soil erosion. Grass in the equatorial region are very tall. Animals like a tiger, elephant, and the deer can remain the hidden in the grass. However, the grasses in the cold region are very short. Animals like the rabbits are found in such a grass. Vast meadows are found in the hilly areas.